PRT.
Good afternoon, viewer. This is News Track coming to you live from our Refill studio, and my name is Jabbe Wudito. The editorial board of the Silverbird Group, owners of Silverbird Television and Rhythm FM, has nominated Governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mutfwang, as Silverbird Governor of the Year 2023. Presenting the nomination letter to Governor Mutfwang in Lagos on Wednesday, Chairman of the Editorial Board and Chief Creative Officer of the Silverbird Group, Jacob Akinyemi Johnson, accompanied by the head of news, Rhythm FM, Mustapha Isa, and Chief Operating Officer, Bola Salako, said the board arrived at its decision after a rigorous and independent assessment of the governor's life-changing interventions and people-focused governance. The letter signed by the founder of the Silverbird Group, Senator Ben Murray-Bruce, commended Governor Mutfwang for demonstrating uncommon courage and unwavering commitment to supporting federal security agencies in confronting the complex security challenges in Plateau State. Johnson explained that the Silverbird Man of the Year award, established 2 decades ago by Murray-Bruce, was instituted to honor exceptional Nigerians who leverage their positions to uplifting the lives of the less privileged, noting that Governor Mutfwang's nomination reflects the immeasurable impact of his policies and his renewed sense of hope his administration on his restored to the people. Responding, Governor Mutfwang expressed profound gratitude for what he described as a deeply fulfilling honor, saying the nomination affirms his administration's relentless commitment to laying a solid foundation and for rapid growth and steady development of Plateau State. He recalled that upon assuming office, his administration took deliberate steps to restore citizens' confidence in governance by prioritizing security, inclusive leadership, essential social amenities, and transformative projects aimed at protecting and uplifting all residents. The governor thanked the Silverbird management for the honor and dedicated the award to the resilient people of Plateau State, acknowledging their trust, sacrifices, and steadfast support, particularly market women, youth, and domestic who stood firm to enthrone his administration. 2 labor-friendly policies anchored on efficiency, merit, and workers' welfare. Mutfwang stated this at the 18th National Delegate Conference of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, co-hosted by the Plateau State Polytechnic and Federal Polytechnic Movie, Adamawa State. Our correspondent has details.
The National Delegate Conference of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic is meant to review issues affecting polytechnic education in Nigeria, address staff welfare, set policies for the union, and elect new officials. Governor Caleb Mutfwang, in a remark at the event, said government is building a public service where workers are not just employees and stakeholders sitting for negotiation, but also planning and making policies for development. Represented by the State Deputy Governor Josephine Pio, Governor Mutfwang commended the leadership of ASU for sustaining a legacy of intellectual dialogue and value-driven activism over the years.
This shift does not mean abandoning the history of struggle or the mandate to protect workers' rights. Rather, it means applying knowledge, management capacity, and business intelligence to achieve more sustainable victories.
National President, Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic, ASU, Comrade Sharma Panja, appreciated Governor Caleb Mutfwang-led administration for restoring peace to most part of Plateau State. He noted that the National Delegate Conference is the highest decision-making body of the union and urged delegates to imbibe the ideology of the union.
Joining National Delegate Conference studies, we will also admit new chapters that are intended to join the union that we are not in the union before. We will also take stock
messages came from the representative of the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, Executive Secretary, National Board of Technical Education, as well as rectors of Plateau State Polytechnic Barkin Ladi, Clement Chirman, and Abdulrahman Aspita of Federal Polytechnic Mubi, Adamawa State. In Jos, Dashik Simon.
Plateau State Sector Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps says it received a distress call at about 0230 hours reporting a road traffic crash that occurred opposite Unity Bank, Zaria Road, said to be students of the University of Jos. On arrival, 7 people were suspected to be dead on the spot, as they were eventually certified to be dead by the doctor. Another victim died in the hospital, bringing the total number of the deceased to 8. 3 others are currently receiving treatment at the hospital. All victims were males. An eyewitness testified that the bus was on a high speed and engaged in wrongful overtaking, which led to the loss of control and the eventual crash. Meanwhile, a detailed investigation is still going on. The sector commander, FRSC, Plateau State Corps Commander, Ola Jite, most especially drivers to decease from night trips, avoid fatalities in an advert of crash. He further admonished the members of the public to call FRSC toll-free emergency number 122 to report crashes or other road emergencies. The National Human Rights Commission Plateau State has urged residents to report cases of abuse in their communities. State Coordinator, National Human Rights Commission, Kempia Mafuye, stated this during an awareness walk in commemoration of the International Human Rights Day. The awareness walk, which began from Miango Junction down to Zarmaganda Roundabout, is aimed at amplifying merits of freedom, equality and justice. Our correspondent has the report.
State Coordinator, National Human Rights Commission, Kempia Mafui, said the 2025 International Human Rights Day, commemorated every 10th December, is special because it also commemorates the 30th anniversary of Nigeria's human rights institute to recognize the outstanding partners that have supported the work of the Commission since its establishment in 1995.
The theme for this year is human rights are everyday essentials. So human rights is not just about today being International Human Rights Day, but it's every day. Every day we need to uphold the dignity of human beings. Every day we need to ensure that the vulnerable are protected. Every day we need to ensure that there's fairness, equality, and dignity, which is what human rights is all about.
Participants who were wearing black and green t-shirts were seen holding a banner and placards with inscriptions like "Stop Child Labor," "Children have rights," "Stand up for your rights," "Stand up for humanity," "No more silence," "Speak up against gender-based violence," among others. The Human Rights Commission partners who joined the awareness work speaks.
30 years all over the state. I must say that you've granted to us this opportunity to be together. And I must also thank, the Executive Director of Shift Initiative. Thank you so much. It was a partnership worth the while.
Activities of His Excellency, Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mufang on the plateau, to uphold and to protect the dignity of women, children, the vulnerable, the elderly, and also everybody on the plateau.
In Jos, Rifkatu Yakubu.
President Bola Tinubu has announced a new security and economic framework aimed at unlocking Nigeria's vast marine and aquatic resources under the blue economy as one of the country's most critical sectors for national transformation. He has also directed all relevant ministries, departments and agencies to immediately review and implement recommendations by the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPS, comprehensive study on blue economy development. Speaking during a presidential parley with participants of Senior Executive Course 47 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPS, at the presidential villa, the president said the administration The administration was committed to converting Nigeria's maritime potential into a major driver of economic diversification, job creation, and long-term prosperity. President Tinubu welcomed the findings of the NIP study on blue economy and sustainable development in Nigeria, describing it as a timely resource we must refine. End of quote. He praised the Institute for sustaining its tradition of analytical rigor, creativity, and patriotic duty. The Nigerian leader noted that Nigeria's maritime endowments, including an 850 country, in a strong position to build new growth avenues. He said the administration was prioritizing aquaculture, expanding renewable ocean energy, reaffirming his administration's reform agenda, systems, strengthening maritime security operations. All relevant ministries, departments, and agencies to immediately study and prepare to implement the NIP's recommendations. Local government chairman in Prtvc State have resolved to strengthen the partnership with State Contributory Healthcare Management Agency, equity funds to increase involvement of the poor and vulnerable in the grants by the Prtvc State Contributory Healthcare Management Agency in collaboration with the World Health Organization. Our Abuja correspondent report.
Health coverage through domestic resource mobilization seeks to galvanize the support of local government leadership to expand enrollment in local communities of Assembly Daniel Nalong, Commissioner of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs Ephraim Usman, that of Health Nicholas Bamlong, among other stakeholders. Discussions at the engagement centered on appraising the performance of the Equity Health Fund presented at the workshop. Shandam local government ranks tops in enrollment. The chairman, Kemi Inshe, attributed the success to mass awareness and said he would do more to enhance
paid on either monthly basis.
Chairman of Wase Local Government Council, who doubles as the state Algon chairman, Hamisu Anani, said health remains a priority for him and he will ensure the sustainability of the program.
Contribute more and then work together to see the success of this agency.
Chairman of Jos North, John Christopher, and his Riom counterpart, Batureshwa, said the engagement has given them new perspective to health financing.
So it has been a wonderful moment putting our heads together to look at strategies on how we must
live for the people should be given to the people.
Earlier in his address, the acting director general of the agency, development of the agency, Theresa Goffen, urged the local government State House of Assembly Nanlong Daniel, represented by Nambol Listic, Commissioner Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs Ephraim Usman, and that of Health Nicholas Bamlong. The two-day engagement featured paper presentations, town hall, as well as questions and answer sessions. I am Miyong Danjuma.
The Microwaves Cooperative Society of Plateau Radio Television Corporation has elected new executives that will oversee its affairs for the next 2 years. The election, which took place at the corporation's pavilion in Rayfield, saw the emergence of Nanshep Shitnan as the new president of the cooperative. Our correspondent who monitored the election reports that other positions were unopposed.
It was a peaceful atmosphere as staff of PRTV turned out in their numbers to cast their ballots under the close supervision of the Electoral Committee. PRTV General Manager Kacholom Rita Pump, represented by the Director of Engineering Yakubu Ashops, urged the newly elected leaders to be mindful of the responsibilities ahead of them and handle the mandate effectively. He stated that when the cooperatives elect the right leaders, such leaders will earn greater commendation from the organization through their performances.
Congratulations to all of us all for having seen this day. I'm sure it's going to be free and fair. God bless us all.
Chairman of the Electoral Committee, Fabian Meriga, while commending members for their massive turnout, announced the winner of the election.
As the Electoral Committee Chairman, that Shitman Nanshep, having put the total number of 118 votes, is hereby returned elected.
The newly elected president of the cooperative, Nanship Shidnan, expressed appreciation to the members for their mandate to serve and pledged to take cooperative to enviable heights.
On behalf of all my co-travelers that we are going to pilot these affairs for the next 2 years, when we take the oath probably next year, promise you that we are going to do what is expected.
Nanship Shidnan scored 118 votes to beat his challenger, Mudima Dimka, who pooled 32 votes. In Jos, Marine James.
Rector of the Plateau State Polytechnic, Clement Chilman, has warned contractors handling Tetfund projects at the institution not to compromise on quality and timelessness. Dr. Chilman gave this warning during an inspection of ongoing projects within the institution. Correspondent Simon Sparker.
Team include mechanical engineering. For Leman Bogoro Ultra Modern Management will not tolerate any contract nick.
To see the quality to be on the same page. We don't intend to waste time on these projects because by January, latest March, we should start the 2026 intervention.
The rector noted that the projects are crucial to improving infrastructure and facilities.
This visit will also help to make us measure to know whether the contractors are qualified for the second tranche. This work is almost completed from what we are seeing, and the quality of work is commendable. The contractor, we need to commend the contractor.
The desk officer, Tetfund project, Mangai Ahmadu, reported that the new administrative block is near completion.
The stage that we're in now, we're at the finishing stages, and the contractor is a Capital, Nigeria Limited. Installation of the components, that is left now.
The contractors handling Tetfund project at Plateau State Polytechnic, Berikil Ladi, while speaking separately, promised to keep up with the deadlines.
A quick look at the foreign scene now. Ghana has deported 3 Israeli nationals who arrived in the country on Wednesday in what appears to be a tit-for-tat move over the alleged mistreatment of Ghanaian nationals at Ben Gurion International Airport in Israel. 7 Ghanaians, including 4 members of an official delegation attending a cybersecurity conference in Tel Aviv, were allegedly detained without explanation. They were released after 5 hours, while 3 others were deported, according to Ghana, which condemned their humiliating treatment. Ghana's foreign ministry says a senior diplomat from the Israeli embassy in Accra was summoned over the incident, and both countries have agreed to resolve the row amicably. The BBC had contacted the Israeli embassy for comments, but it's yet to receive a response. Ghana's foreign ministry noted that the 2 countries have enjoyed decades of friendly relations, making Israel's alleged actions inconsistent with their voice at the ongoing Plateau State Governor's Golf Cup tournament holding at the Flamingo Golf Club in Jos. Our correspondent has the
prize money at stake. The one results show young sensation Godwin Okoko topping the log with 67 gross, representing 5 under par. Okoko, however, could not sustain the tempo on day 2 as he was overtaken by homeboy Samuel Egem, who was 4th on the table on day 1 with 2 under par. Day 2 results show that Samuel Egem played 70 and 68, totaling 139 gross, representing 5 under par over 36 holes. He is closely followed by Godwin Okoko with 4 under par, while Ocheje Ibrahim is 3rd on the log with 2 under par. Timothy Cholom took the lead on day 2 in the amateur category 1 with 72 and 74, that is 3 over par. Liman Mohammed placed first among the 12 senior players with a level par gross. As Plateau-born Rachel Danjuma is leading the lady professionals with 82 gross on day 1. Captain of Flamingo Golf Club Silas Vem said having over 400 golfers converge for the tournament is an indication that Flamingo has attained the position of a golf destination in the country, just as the club's competition secretary John Izang posited that they will adhere strictly to the rules of the game.
Golf, beside the tournament, it's a platform for people to socialize, a platform to build friendship, it's a platform to build unity, because it has no religion, it has no tribe, It has no age, it has no gender.
Mostly in the Saturdays and Sundays events, we have prepared our marshals, and any player that failed to comply with the marshals definitely will face the penalty.
A member of the ESCO of Professional Golfers Association of Nigeria, Musa Ayuba, lauded the Plateau State government for not only sustaining the annual tournament, but improving the standard.
Course condition, especially tee boxes, what we expected to see, as we used to see, well wet. Nobody complained, and we enjoy our golf.
A senior top player and chief coach of golf in Niger State, Martin Odu, one-time winner of the tournament Samuel Igem, and a golf kit vendor, Muiwa Oguntola, all commented on the turnout and standard of the tournament. As the professionals and amateur category 1 winds up this Thursday, amateur categories 2, 3, 4, ladies and veterans will take their turn on Saturday and Sunday. From Lamingo Golf Club, I am Thaddeus Yilmen.
And on the golf club story, we wrap it up on News Track this afternoon. Stay tuned for global news at 6:30 p.m. and news update at 10 p.m. My name is Jabbe Udito. Enjoy the rest of our programs.